Hey, I really wanted to put together this little video in order to answer like the most frequently asked question, so that it's just convenient for everybody. Right off the bat, like you may have noticed that English is not my first language. I'm not exactly used to speak English in my everyday life because I'm coming from Belgium. Contrary to popular belief, I am not French. I'm supposed to be speaking French, though. Anyway, pay attention to the description below or wherever it's going to be. I don't know exactly what I'm going to put in there, but I'm going to do it. I swear I will. One of the questions I get very often is what kind of software do you use? The main software I'm going to use is Propelhead Reason 4. Been releasing Reason 8 not so long ago, I think 6 months ago, something like that. You can buy it from their website, or you can find it in pretty much any music shop, like that place where you're going to go if you want to buy a guitar. They're going to sell that kind of stuff too. There are other software, but I'm not using them, stuff like Ableton Live, even though that is designed for live specifically, so I do not know how, if it's going really to work for composition or whatever. I know a couple of people who use that and they seem to be pretty happy about it, but I never did, so I don't know. Needless to say, this is kind of expensive, right? If it's your passion, if it's really something you're interested in doing, then yeah, just pay the price. Like if you want to learn how to play bass, you will have to buy a bass. It's not something that you will have to buy every month or every week, so there you go. Another software I've been using, and that was way back in '99, that was a program that was called Storm, and it works pretty much like Reason. You can do tons of stuff with it, but it's way more limited, right? Like when you come in from Reason and you go towards Storm, you're going to notice that it's almost like a toy. Sorry, my voice is a little bit sore. I feel like I'm going through puberty all over again. I'm not sure why or how, but that's how it is. That being said, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so now for the funny part, the sampling part. I used to employ a very old software that was developed by Central Software that is called Cool Edit, and back in the days, and I'm talking Windows 95 era, right? That was a shit right there, right? This was the kind of stuff you had to use if you wanted very clean sound and all. And I think it's still very helpful for sampling when you want to create a loop. It used to work very well, but nowadays it's a pain in the ass to make it work. For an alternative is Audacity, which is free, by the way, so just look it up. Well, no, don't look it up. Look into the description. I'm going to provide a link for this too. I'm also using a lot Magic's Audio Clinic, which is like very mainstream kind of stuff. You too can just remaster your entire vinyl connection. It works kind of well, and it's not pricey at all. It's about the price of a video game. And again, I'm using a 8 years old version of it. So on top of that, there are 2 more software I could recommend you, and this is, what's the name of this? MIDI soft recording session. That's it. This one is a very old software I used. Again, that was Windows 95 era. This is the kind of software I've been carrying on since then. And if you cannot find it, you can find a free piece of software that's working very well, and this is Muse Score, and I'm going to provide a link for this too. Every now and then I get a request for music, like I'm going to make a video game, would you like to make the music, and that kind of stuff. No matter who you're going to get in touch with, right? You need to come up with a demo. You need to come up with something they can work with. Most of the time I cannot work with whatever you're providing me, which is nothing. It's like, yeah, we're playing to make a game. This might sound a little bit cruel, right? This is really not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to like demoralize you or be pessimistic about whatever project you have, but it's going to require a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of investment. And again, like, this is very, very pessimistic, but now, unless you actually show me something, I'm going to assume that I'm going to receive in a couple of months another email from you saying that the project gets cancelled or the project is on pause. We know what you need, right? This is one of the very, very last things you should ask. Like, this is not something that's going to happen like from the very, very beginning of your project. Most people actually use template music while they are working on the project. This is one of the reasons why, for instance, most of music and AAA games sound alike. They're going to use template music that is classical music, that is movie music, that is other game music, and it's going to be like, we want the same thing. Monolith did a pretty good job at the soundtracks. They have musicians working within the team, and it's been changed like over time. I think it was Guy Whitmore. I don't know how I'm supposed to pronounce his name. Anyway, there was this guy, and now it's Nathan Grigg. And what is actually incredible about this is that even though they changed the musician, and there were many other musicians at the time, they still kept that kind of feel for the music and the sound design, and it's just great. I also sometimes have people wondering if I'm going to do another quote-unquote album about the game, that kind of stuff, and I have no idea. I'm not planning anything. Crying Girls was pretty much an accident. It's a compilation of old stuff, and it's nothing really new. Waste is just what it is. This is just a bunch of waste. Like, every time somebody would ask for music and they would not come back to get it, or go like, oh yeah, we changed our mind, there you go, it's for you now, it's waste. For people who wonder if they can use one or the other track for videos, free games, that kind of stuff, go ahead. Like, I have no issue with that. At least as of now, and regarding what I've done so far. So you just look at the time, the date of this video. Everything that's coming before this date, you can use. Like, I don't mind. What kind of music I listen to, you can look on the YouTube channel. You are here. This is the YouTube channel, and there is a playlist of track I like. I think I called it I Remember Those. Right. This is the kind of stuff I usually listen to. Mainly Massive Attack, Portishead, that kind of stuff. You know, trip-hop things. Of course, FAQ.AVI.MPG.EXE. Noddy's very own album there, but what it is for Silent Hill, pretty much. There is another one, which is how do I get in touch with you in a non-sexual way? You do what you want. You can reach me at aliascaracalwood@gmail.com. Do not use G+. I do not check it out. If you left a comment somewhere around this place, I don't know. Like, I never check it out. I do not have a Facebook account. I do not have a Twitter account. I do not have a Ask FM account. I have none of these things, right? I'm not really interested in this. Or you can try Skype. Like, I do have a Skype account, so it's just search for aliascaracalwood. Just make like a request, like, hey, I'm coming from your YouTube channel, something like that, so I know where you're coming from, but besides that, no. Yeah, no, I think this is about it. Like, if you have other questions, feel free to ask. This is all I could think of from the top of my head. And that's it. So anyway, like, thank you very much for watching this. Thank you very much for stopping by. thank you very much for the interest you put in whatever crappy work I produce, and just thank you, and have a great day. See you around. I'm feeling sick.